Hello, welcome back again to my channel. And in this video, we are going to be looking at something in Power BI called page navigation. All right, we are going to be looking at what we call page navigation. Now, when we say page navigation, this is simply where you are actually doing something on one page, and then you use something to represent a page in that you use something to represent another page on the page that you are currently on, so that when you want to just go back, you don't now have to go through all the pages to know where you are going to, but then you can just control hit on that particular item, and then to take you straight to wherever that you want to go or wherever that you are actually coming from. All right, so that is page navigation. And so in essence, what it simply means is that let's assume that you have one page called overview, and you have another page called workings. All right, now what we are going to do is that on this overview page, we are going to have something that, assuming these pages were so many, we are going to have something to represent this page, so that once we are here, we control hit on that particular item, and then it will take us straight to the workings page that we are actually looking for. All right, instead of going over the pages one by one to select whichever one that we want. Then likewise, we can also be on the workings page and decide, okay, we want to go back to the overview page, and then just click on something that is on the workings page. That will directly take us to the overview page. All right, so that's what we call page navigation. All right, in Power BI. So an example, let's do an example for you to understand what I mean. So let's say we are on the overview page and we have this. So we have month, and we have month, and then we have yeah. So this is just an assumption. So we are assuming that we are actually adding the year column. All right, this is just an assumption for it. This is not a very big or it's not a video that should be that prolonged. So we are just using this. All right. So we are assuming in this case the sum is actually, let's say, it's our total revenue, no total sales. So we are summing them up. All right. So we are just assuming. So we have this. All right. And so we have this. And we are saying this is the total. All right, we are just saying this is the total. So this is our visualization, our first visualization. All right, and then we go to the workings page. All right, and let's in the workings page we have month and the day. Rather, the day is also coming across as calculation, but that's fine because that's not focus. And so we have this as well. Okay, so let me use like so. So this is the visualization in the working space page, okay? And this is a visualization in the overview page. All right, so what I mean by page navigation is that there's going to be something, maybe a picture or a button or something that we can just click, and then it will take us straight to workings without us having to come here and then selecting the workings. All right, so an example, let's use the buttons as an example first, okay? And so let's say that you've created this all right, so let me use the workings. So we have this, we have the workings, and let's say we want to go back to where we're coming from, or we want to go back to where we're coming from. So we are currently the workings. All right, so we can use something like this, come to buttons, and then we can use something like back. All right, can use something like back, and it's going to show here. So you see it over here. Okay, so now when you see this back, you see it's giving you the action is turned on because it's a button. So when you use something from here, you are going to get a button for it. We are going to get the action being turned on already. All right, and so because this is a button, we have the action turned on, so that when you want to go back to overview, which is this, you can just hit on control, hold down control on your keypad, and then click on it, and it will take you back to overview. All right, you understand? So we're currently here in the working page, and we have our button which is back to where we're coming from. And so we hold down the control key, and then we hit on it. If you don't hold down the control key, it's not going to work. All right, so you hold down the control key, and then we hit on that. But let's say we are now in the overview, all right, and there's nothing here. So the overview, in this case, we are not going to use the button. Let's say we are going to use a picture, all right. So I'm going to select a picture from my, so let's say I want to use the rock, this picture, okay. So this is just a formalities. You can use any picture at all to represent it, all right. So let's say I'm using the rock, I'm using this picture as reference to my workings. So when I click on this, it's supposed to take me to my workings page. All right. Now when I click on this, it's not going to work. When I hold control and I hit on this, it's still not going to work. Why is it not working? Because I haven't given action to this. All right. You can see the action here is turned off because this is an external picture. But for the backcore, this is something that's already embedded in Power BI, so it's automatically on. All right. But for things like this that you are bringing into your report view that are not already embedded in Power BI, you need to give it action. All right, and so it's here. It can work, but currently it's not being given any action. All right, and so that's what we'll be looking at. So once you are here and you want this to reference the workings page, what you can do is to come here, hit on the arrow, switch this on, All right. Now, once you are done, this is page navigation. Don't forget, because when you come here to type, there are so many that you can choose. There's bookmark. We'll talk about bookmark in another video. Then there's page navigation, and this is an example of page navigation because we are navigating the pages. All right. So this is an example of page navigation. So we have questions and answers where you are on all and so forth. All right. In this case, we are focusing on the page navigation because, like I said, we are navigating the pages. We are navigating what page they show reference, all right, which is the workings page. So once you come here, this is off. You turn it on. Now you come to your type, and then you go to page navigation. Now, once you are done with the page navigation, it's going to ask you what is the destination. So what page should be the destination for your navigation, all right? And so you now come down here and you see. So once you come here, you see all the pages will be listed. All right, all of the pages will be listed. And so in this scenario, we really have one page aside the overview page that we are currently on. And so I'm going to select the workings page and I'm going to click on workings. All right, so that I'm going to say that when I'm here in the overview page and I click on this, I control click on this, it should take me to the workings page. All right, so now I'm done with that. So now let's go back. It wasn't working previously. Let's see if it's working now. I'm going to hold control. You can see the right up on top already. It says control plus click here to follow link. So you need to hold down the control key on your keypad and then you need to click the picture, stick it to where you are going to. All right, so control click and it's taking me to my workings. All right, it's taking me to my workings. And now when I come right here, I'm going to control click and it's also going to take me back. So control click. So if you have so many pages, you can use that to navigate the pages. All right, you can use a picture, you can use an icon, you can use whatever you want. All right, and whatever you want, you can use the buttons that are given over here to navigate. All right, you can use blank, you can use the item, but know that whatever that you use over here, because it's button, is going to work like that unless you go and you do the settings. All right, but you can use the buttons, you can use pictures. If you have icons downloaded already on your machine, you can use icons as well. All right, as long as you give it action, all right, to navigate a page, it's fine. Okay. And so in this video, we are not going to waste a lot of time. That is all I wanted to show you, because in subsequent videos, especially when we start our visualization Power BI, it's going to come up a lot of times and I wouldn't want you to get confused. All right, that is why I just want to take you through so that we are on the same page when the time is due. All right, so if you did enjoy this video, hey, be sure to hit on the subscribe button and like so that whenever I upload videos like this, you'll be the first to be notified. I really appreciate the support and the assistance. All right, don't forget to leave a comment down below if there's anything that you want to talk about, or if you want to get in touch with me directly. Don't forget to do that. If you're a new viewer, new subscriber, hey, thank you so much. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, the love is deep. I really do appreciate it a lot. All right, so this brings us to the end of our video today, and till next time, see.